Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday, May 12th. It is our 37th day in our 8th week of distance learning. And I want to start off with something I forgot to do yesterday. I forgot to write down all the really cool Z words that I showed you pictures of. So zebra and zero. It's always nice to see the words. Zigzag, remember that was the pattern that went everywhere, up and down and sideways. Zipper, which we all have at least one in our house. Zoo, I'm going to stick zoo up here because I think I'm going to run out of room. Zinnia, zinnia was the flower. Okay, then we had zucchini. Yum. Oh, sorry. Zucchini. And the last one, we had a zip line. I hope you were able to find some Z words. Keep working on it this week. So let's get back to our regular work. We have some writing to do. Just a cleaning tip, moms and dads, if you are using the 3-ring binder and doing it as a whiteboard, this really has come in handy for me, the Clorox disinfecting wipes. Sprays will work, but at least this spray, for whatever reason, doesn't have enough in it to really clean the board. So if you notice your board getting cloudy and murky and there's a lot of smudges on it, you may want to dip into that precious supply of disinfecting wipes and get something strong enough to really scrub out all the stains. All right, so preppies, let's get started. We are working on the very last letter of the alphabet. That is the letter Z. Remember, it is a straight line out, a long diagonal to the bottom, and a straight line out. Straight line out, a long diagonal, and a straight line out. And remember that the diagonal ends pretty close to where you started, and your second line out ends pretty close to where your first one ended. So just like before, we try to keep our letters in a rectangle shape, like they're fitting into the chalk boards that you guys use in class. It's kind of why the boards are shaped the way they are. It allows you to squeeze in a letter in there, and it gets you to make sure you're not doing this. That Z looks like it's falling down, or that you're doing this. Oh my, well, even if I do that, that still looks kind of funky. So try to keep it in the shape of a rectangle. In fact, let me just get rid of those two. Really, those two are just not good enough to keep. So we're gonna do out, straight out, diagonal, straight out, straight out, diagonal, straight out, straight out, diagonal, straight out. And you can see what I'm doing here. These right here are really, I'm gonna make that one a little longer. I erased it by accident. These two have really long straight outs, and this one has a short straight out. You can do that. You can change the size of your Z's, but do not make them overly long or overly tiny, because then it gets really hard to see it. So try and find a good distance for your Z's. Now we usually like to do 9 because that's our number of the month. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you know I could probably fit one in, but I'm going to go with what I've been telling you. Good writers don't squish their letters together just for space, especially when there's more lines down below. Good writers will see that they can't fit something in here comfortably, and they'll go down to another line. So that's what I'm going to do. Diagonal, straight line out, straight line out, diagonal, straight line out. Oops, now mine dented there. That's okay. You just don't want to make it too pronounced. Try and make it a straight line out. So here's number 7, 8, and 9. Done with my capitals. Now remember, my lower cases are the exact same thing, just squished into a smaller space. Straight out, diagonal, straight out. Straight out, diagonal, straight out. Straight out, diagonal, straight out. We keep going until we feel like I could fit one in, but I'm not going to try. And then we go down below. Straight out, diagonal, straight out. Straight out, diagonal, straight out. Straight out, diagonal, straight out. I'm on a roll right here. My Z's are looking awesome. I think I'm going to put one more. I think I'm done. I wonder how many I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, Miss Mary did too many. Well, that's okay. So if you have a little extra time and you like the letter Z, you can do this extra project. And what I usually do on Tuesdays is I take the letter Z, I draw it nice and big, or the letter of the week, and then I try to find a picture in it. I'm not going to do that today, but I have my Z's, and if you guys want to do your Z's, you certainly can. Moms and dads, just draw a really big Z, give them some crayons or colored pencils, and see what they can come up with. It is now time for calendar. And you know, everybody, look at all these numbers we have up here. We're really getting through almost the middle of the month already. Time is traveling. We are in the month of May. Now, you know we have our January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Don't forget the months of the year. How about days of the week? Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. There's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, there's Thursday and there's Friday, and then there's Saturday. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. Don't forget to be practicing your days of the week as well. Now, this is where we do the pattern. And I know we've reached the point where we can figure out what the pattern is. So let's take a look. We have daisy, tulip, tulip, bluebell. Daisy, tulip, tulip, bluebell. Daisy, tulip, tulip. I know you know it now. There's more than enough there. So I have it right here. And make your guess. If you said bluebell, then you are right. Yesterday I also talked about how the pattern had a diagonal to it. You can see daisy, daisy. You can see tulip, tulip. Well, remember yesterday I said we'd see if the bluebell was a bluebell? It's a bluebell. So we definitely have a diagonal going this way, which means I know super preppies, you can look at this one, look at the diagonal, and you know exactly what it's going to be. I love it when patterns come at us from more than one way. Now, let's do our counting, preppies. I know you can count to 12. Piece of cake. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, super fast, super easy. Now let's see what today is. I'm going to put my little hat on the number for the day, and we're going to follow that all the way up to Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. Now, if we look at my little hat for yesterday, remember the yesterday one goes on a number that's already happened. So we're going to stick that one right here. And we're going to go straight up to the top. The only day of the week that begins with M. Yesterday was Monday. And now for our little tomorrow one. And remember, tomorrow goes on the day that has not happened yet. So it goes on the one with no number yet. And if we follow that up, we will see that is on the only day that starts with W, Wednesday. So tomorrow will be Wednesday. Let's look at this one more time. Today is Tuesday. Yesterday was Monday. Tomorrow will be Wednesday. Now it's time to take a look at our weather. So let's grab our weather cards and come out here. Oh, wow. I was not expecting this. I definitely see what the weather is going to be. Let's go inside and check our choices. We have windy, partly cloudy, snowy. Oh, I so wish for snowy one day. Cloudy, sunny, and rainy. So those are our choices. Remember what you saw? Okay, I think I'm gonna go with partly cloudy because I saw some blue skies and I saw some clouds. So we'll put partly cloudy here. And actually, guys, the weatherman was telling me down here next week we might actually get some sprinkles. Oh, that would be cool because then I could use my rainy card. Ooh, I hope so. We'll see. So guys, that is our calendar for the day. Normally I say it's math time next, even though we have a story. But today I remembered, it's story time next. Let's read a story. Today's Mo Willems book is Don't Let the Pigeons Stay Up Late. And for those of you that are big Mo Willems fans, I want you to notice that Pigeon is holding a stuffed animal that looks remarkably like one of his other stories. Nuffle Bunny. Love Nuffle Bunny. Anyway, let's get started on our story. Here's our first cover. Oh, a nice blue sky and clouds. I wonder what the last one's going to look like. Oh, good, it's you. Listen, it's getting late and I need to brush my teeth. Can you do me a favor? Don't let the pigeon stay up late. Oh my gosh, it's the bus driver. Just like he was asking us, don't let the pigeon drive the bus. Well, don't worry, bus driver. We won't let the pigeon stay up late. Thanks. First of all, I'm not even tired. Uh-oh, this is going to be a problem, guys. You know he's going to want to stay up late. Are we going to let him stay up late? Say no. Okay. In fact, I'm in the mood for a hot dog party. Hey, that's just like yesterday when the pigeon found a hot dog. What do you say? What do you guys say? Say no. No. Humph. I hear there's a good show about birds on TV tonight. It should be very educational. What do you guys say? That's right, say no. How about 5 more minutes? Come on, what's 5 minutes in the grand scheme of things? So he's trying to say 5 minutes isn't that much time, but I have a feeling with Pigeon, 5 minutes would be 5 minutes, would be 5 minutes, would be 5 minutes. What? I'm not tired! I think he is. What do you guys think? You know, we never get to talk anymore. Tell me about your day. Oh, that's so nice of you, Pigeon. Really, it's morning time. My day has just started, but I'm gonna end up... Wait a minute, you're just trying to get me to talk to you. Oh, Pigeon. Oh, I've got a great idea. We could count the stars. Oh my goodness, what do you guys say if he wants to count the stars? Be strong here. No? Good answer. Can I have a glass of water? Studies show that pigeons hardly need any sleep at all. It's the middle of the day in China. I'll go to bed early tomorrow night instead. Hey, hey, ho, ho, this here pigeon just won't go. Please. My bunny wants to stay up too. You can't say no to a bunny, can you? Have you guys ever used any of these excuses to stay up late? Okay, that was not a yawn. I was stretching. I don't believe him. I am 110% awake. You haven't heard the yawn. Last of me. Oh. Our letter of the week. Look how many Z's are in our letter of the week. Hey, bus driver says, great work. Thanks. Good night. Pigeon is dreaming. What's he dreaming about? Oh my goodness, I don't see duckling in this picture like in yesterday's book, but I do see that in Pigeon's dream he's getting lots of hot dogs with Bunny. And here's our last page. Oh, I see. We've gone from daytime to nighttime. Pretty cool. I hope you enjoyed the story. I know I did. Okay, it's now math time, and it's time for us to practice our number 9. Remember, we started the smiley face, and this time we're going to go over here. We're going to go around like the letter C, up and down. Around like the letter C, up and down. Around, up and down. Around, up and down. You've been doing these for several days now. Your 9s should be getting pretty neat. Remember, I always say it's not how fast you can go, it's how accurate, which means did you take your time to make it truly your best? Does it look like a really good 9? So we usually do 9 9s. I think I already did that. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, we got our 9 9s in. Now normally at this point I get to show you 9 objects. So today I want you to go around your house and see if you can find 9 of something. I have 2 examples to show you at the kitchen counter. So let's turn the camera around and we'll take a look at what I've got. The first thing I have at the kitchen counter is I found 9 folders in my son's bedroom. School folders. You guys are going to be needing these next year. And you even have your homework folders this year, I know. Let's count and see if I have all 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 folders. Now I also went around and I found 9 of something else. If you look at my son's train collection here, you'll see I have 9 train tracks. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And if you put them all together, the train has something it can run on. So like I said, guys, now it's your turn to go through the house and find 9 somethings. 9 toys, 9 stuffed animals, 9 apples, whatever you've got, and count them to someone in your house. One of the things I didn't mention at the beginning of our video is our backwards alphabet. Today, the letter is V for vegetables. So you can see I have a big bowl of really cool vegetables here. I hope you like to eat some of these. I think I like to eat them all. The only one I like to eat only a little bit at a time is probably the hot pepper. But everything else I like in all of my dinners and lunches. Vegetables. Everyone's got at least one that they like. So today I'm going to need a little prep from Mom and Dad. Today we're going to do some stamp painting. And it's really not that hard to do this, but it does take some time. And in order to do it, you're going to need some potatoes. And I have a marker that wasn't really working well because I'm going to kill it after this. You're going to be writing on the potatoes. So, but that'll help you with your cutting. And you'll need a knife that you can do some detailed cuts with, and then a knife that you can slice into the potato with. So the first thing is we're going to cut all the potatoes in half so that they form really easy handles for the kids. Okay? Now, I chose some random letters and shapes. You can choose anything that's easiest for you. So I have, you're going to find they're really not that random, but I have the letter I have a heart, I have the letter V, E, G, and I'm in the process of making the letter S, but parents, I wanted you to see how I did it. First, I drew directly on the open part of the potato. And it's really hard to see. My marker is almost completely dead. I've killed it. But you can see some of the markings on the potato. And then I'm using the steak knife to go in and dig around the writing that I have on the potato. The letter S is kind of a complicated one because there's so many curves. You don't want to dig too deep in, but you do want to dig deep enough to where it's going to come apart when you do your next step. So just little stabs, stick it in all the way around. Then you're going to want a knife that you can cut with, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in about, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch, and I'm going to slice until I see the ink. Now I just had to estimate that. And then I'm going to turn this and slice some more, turn this and slice some more. And I'm going to go all the way around, going about as deep as I dare so that I'm not actually cutting off the letter. Now, between the two cuts, the little cut that you made and the big cut you made on the outside, you're going to see that if you stick your finger in there, this stuff is going to come right off. Now obviously this is not the letter S. One time I was able to do it perfectly for the heart, and so the kids can actually use this too when they're stamping, but every other time I tried it, it really just didn't come out perfect. So you're going to have to go back in with your small knife and see if you can slice out the rest of the letter or shape that you choose to do. It pops right out. It wasn't that bad. And you can see that it really wasn't that hard to do. If you don't want to do these, you don't have to. You can do squares, rectangles, stars, hearts. You can just draw wiggly lines or straight lines down the potato. Anything that would create an interesting pattern for the kids. Okay, so once the potatoes are all cut, we're going to go and get some paint out and do some painting. Well, the potatoes were a lot of prep, but I wanted to show you one more vegetable. Grew this one in my garden. But now we get